Hi everyone and welcome to another phonics lesson. Now today we're going to be looking at verbs and I've got a lot of things to show you so I can explain to you all about them. So I'm going to turn this camera around so you can see exactly what I'm talking about on my whiteboards, okay? Just one moment. Okay, so we often say that verbs are doing words or they're actions. So it's something that I could do, you could do, it could happen to an object like a ball could roll, a cat could walk, all those different things, okay? So they're all actions or doing words. And I've got some examples here. So I walk, I sleep, I run, I dance, and I talk. Now, all of these ones are written in the present tense. So if I say I run, that means I'm going to be doing it right now. If I dance, I talk, I'm doing all of those things right now. I could also say I am talking, I am dancing, I am sleeping, I am running, and I am walking. All of those ones are going to be in the present tense because they're happening right this minute. But today we're going to be having a look at verbs which are in the past tense. So these are actions which have already happened. So I could say I ran, I walked, I swam, I danced, and I talked. Now if I could say yesterday I walked to the park. Today I have already talked to Miss Allen. I could say all of those different things because it's already happened. Now with these words, I can see some of them end in a suffix just here, and that suffix that I'm bolting on is the ed. So most of our verbs which are past tense verbs, they've already happened, end in ed. But some of them are very naughty because some of them don't follow that rule, like ran. So the present tense of ran would be run, but I don't say I runned, because that sounds strange, doesn't it? And we know that's not quite right. So instead, it's going to be ran. And it's the same for swim. The past tense is going to be swam, because if I changed it so it had an ed ending, instead of it being swam, it would be swimmed. And it just doesn't sound right. And I know, because I do lots of writing and you do lots of writing, that we just don't write that. So these are some exceptions to it. When we use the ed ending, there are a few different sounds that it can make. So we can hear the ed as a d, as a t, or as an ud or an id, okay? So there's three different sounds that they can make. Now, what happens quite a lot is we're tempted to write, if we was doing this one, worked, we might put a t at the end. Or if we was writing called, we might want to just put a d at the end. We've got to remember, if it's in the past tense and it's a verb, most of the time it's going to have that ed ending. So I'm just going to do one from each category. Do you want to do something with me? Do you get your sound button fingers? So I've got k, l, o's, d, closed. And remember, my ed is a suffix, so it's the root going on to the root word. Okay, so that's a d. Then my next one is worked, worked. So again, that one is making a t sound. And in this column, just here, I've got v, is, it, ud, visited. And here, it's making two sounds, that suffix. It's making a ud sound to it, okay? But you'll never guess what. Phonics is never straightforward because there is a rule that we have to learn when we're adding the ed ending. So if the letter before the final consonant is a vowel, then we have to double the consonant and add ed. So I'm going to write an example at the top just here. So if I said I pat the dog, I pat the dog. Now, this is my final consonant just here. Now, remember, a consonant is any letter that's not an A, an E, an I, an O, or a U. So here, I've got my final consonant just there, so I'm going to put a C. And before that final consonant, I've got a V, which is a vowel. Sorry, an A, which is a V for a vowel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double that consonant and add ED. So now it will read pat-ud, pattered, okay? And I've put a few more examples just here. So see if you can see where the root word would be. So my root word for this one would be chat. That's the main word in the present tense where I've not changed anything. And I can look at chat and see that this is my final consonant just here. And before it, there's a vowel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double that consonant and add an ed ending. So now it goes from chat to chat-ud. So that's the id ending sound. Okay, and it's the same for this word just here. So my root word, where I've not changed it at all, would be grab. And because my final consonant just there is a B, and I've got a vowel before it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double that consonant and add an ed ending to it. So I'm going to put some different activities up on the website so you can have a little go at doing those. I know there's a lot to take in, so you might want to watch this video again. Hope you get on all right with it. Speak to you all soon. Bye.